Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Welcome to the new subscribers. We really appreciated the clicks, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and I really appreciate for the coffee. Thank you for buying me the coffee. It was very good to see that I had an email like somebody vouched 3 coffee. It was very beautiful. And it's kind of like energies exchange. I give you, you give me, that's how it goes. And it's appreciated. Today, though, very interesting moments because the moon is going to be joining Mars, but that is going to be squaring the south and the north node. If you've been watching previously reports, you already know that the moon, when it squares the knots, it is something you're going to miss. Either you're going to be missing to prepare for the future, or you're missing that you are carrying things from the past, one way or another. But now, together with Mars, you're going to feel like what? Missing an opportunity, missing talk, missing actions, missing to do something, right? Particularly since Mars is at Sag, where all the philosophy, arts, and everything, it's like it's gonna feel like something you're missing. Yes, you're gonna missing something because what? Mercury and the main Lilith are coming together at Scorpio. Very beautiful message from Mercury to your shadow. Do you have your fear or your dream there? What you gonna find out, right? Right? So, with that being said, hi Kimberly. We're going to be looking at 7 o'clock in the morning. What is this is coming in as well. I'm talking to you. That reminds me about one movie when he had to go all the way down to the underworld when his wife was passed away and he had to go ahead and revive her, right? Oh, yeah, the movie it's called What the Dreams May Become. And this is kind of like the messenger is the message is like when you go to the shadow, what kind of message you're gonna have. So this is gonna be some very interesting because it's always gonna leading with who? With Chiron. Chiron is the key. Okay, he's like in a matrix. He is the key master. He opens things, right? But what is the key? It's gonna be open vertex. Okay, vertex is the doors, right? So we're gonna see a lot of this energies, how it's gonna be applied in there. But it's at 7 o'clock in the morning, particularly pay attention to your work because the past can call you because the inner work is exactly at 14 degrees with the south node at Virgo. Okay, so the inner work at 7 o'clock is going to be directly right above. So be mindful about how you organize, how the logic is going on in there, and how the things will be, because this is going to be calling for this Mars and the Moon. Okay, so be mindful about your emotions. You may gonna feel the agitations, aggravations, and so on because Mars has been in like kind of tippy toes on the edge to just like, right? So this is a one way, you're sabotaging things, particularly if you create the actions that should not be. You say the things that you should not say. All right. Now, particularly with this in the Mercury retrograde, you're gonna be what? Paying the price. You're gonna feel sorry, for what you say, the things in there. Hi, Adicta Cortez. Thank you for coming to say hi. All right, 8 o'clock, the sun is going to come out in the horizon. Now, the sun is still at the last degree of Scorpio. It's kind of like, okay, we are ending the tunnel. We are coming out of this underworld. And we are going to start talking about, man, this Scorpio season was the worst I ever had, right? And some of the people is going to be like, you know what, I'm thankful for all these things that happen. I learned a lot and so on. And I know where I'm going. I overcome things that I never thought possibly I could. I healed things that I never thought I was suffering. And I found the depth and the truth within me about what I have about this soul connections in there within myself. So with this kind of like truth, we're gonna have somewhat. Here is it, guys. I want to teach you some little bit nuggets up here. All right, here is the sun, right? And this little bit T, that is the true Lilith. That is the truth within the shadow that comes in, and it's coming with the authority. But right here, right above, that is the black moon Lilith with Mercury. All right, the black moon Lilith, it's here at 26 degrees. Mercury is at 27. So right now, what it is going to happen is that authority within you is going to be exploring that truth that it's coming. And you're going to see some of these energies, there are going to be some are very, very powerful. They're going to gravitate these new ways to figure out the new ways it is. It all depends because a lot of the people in the next hour, we're talking about 9 o'clock, the moon and Mars is going to come out in the horizon. Thank God the inner work is at Libra, so it's sextile in there. It's like, you know what, keep your balance. Okay, don't do crazy things. Keep a balance, focus on the balance, okay? Remain calm. Don't be this volcano kind of like things because this is going to be explosion of emotions. Okay, a lot of the people is going to be like the past is returning to them. For a lot of the people, it's going to be the future is going to call them, and they're like, I got to let it go of the past. Because I understand if I don't let it go of the past, I'm carrying it with me, and I'm never not going to reach where I'm going. Why I have to carry this with me? This is what my lessons was at Scorpio. So be mindful about those energies, particularly. You may gonna have some very good talks about if you doing anything with the work in there, particularly with journalism and all this publicity, artists singing and so on in there. But as I said, you may gonna feel like you are missed an opportunity. Don't worry about it. You did not miss it. You're just learning right now. Okay. So 10 o'clock we have the inner work that's going to be at Scorpio. Is going to be a squaring Pluto. There, the energies, the intense energies, the only intense energies, really, those are the energies between the Sun, Mercury, and Lilith towards what? Towards Uranus. The rest of them, they're pretty much okay, intense energies, while the synchronizations with the emotions and the flow that it comes in with the retrograde Jupiter and Saturn and Mercury with Lilith, that is very beautiful energy because right now you're finally getting into the point that certain emotions, certain things had effects in you and you might not even knew. But now you discover it. And now what are you going to be telling to your shadow? Okay? What is the shadow has for you? You're going to start looking at there. We're talking about 11 o'clock. Venus is going to be at the inner work. Yes, Venus. Venus is beginning to taken away from that trine of the North Node. She understands she has to come out. She is already moved at the middle of Scorpio, and she's like, I saw the depth, I figured out the depth, I know what is going on, now I have to go and coming out of here. Okay? So with this energy, the ascendant that it's going to be at Capricorn is about the work, something in the material world. Yes, you gotta have a balance within the material world. Okay, because whatever it's a spirituality within you have to balance it within the material world in there. Okay, this is also applies to these guys that is talking to you. Okay, during the time when I do astrology, I do the astrology for you. During the time I talk to the clients, I talk to the clients. But my daily routine has been rebuilding this beautiful Spanish house. Okay, so I'm balancing my spiritual and my material world. Okay, so this is what kind of like a suggestion you to do, because my own North Node, it is at where? At Capricorn. Okay, so if you have a North Node in Capricorn, you're understanding this. You have to do these changes into the material world. Those are cardinal changes, right? When you're coming from the south, from this Cancer energies, right? So that is about this. But in the next hour, this is going to be the hour of the authority. It's going to be getting into Sag. We're going to see some this intensity that it comes in. It's like, why did the universe create all this? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Can you just help me out? The messages are coming. Okay, as long as you are focused of start hearing, not to reply, not to be mad, not to be angry, not to skip things. Just listen the little voices that coming in a form of energies to you. What is this? Why I feel like this? Why is it that happening? Why I'm sensing something? What did I am sensing? Those are the kind of like questions that it comes in within the head. It's gonna come into you because right now this internal communications of Mercury retrograde is gonna go deep into the shadow. This is gonna go deep into the subconscious, and now it's gonna ask you like, look here. Subconsciously, you know what you're good at it. Subconsciously, you know what's wrong with it. You, right? Subconsciously, you know that you bury your dreams. Subconsciously, you know how to achieve them. Subconsciously, you know when there is a big problem, how to find a solution. Subconsciously, you know how your soul is leading you. The question is are you listening? All right. Yes, this can create some intensity on the next hour. This is going to be one of the ascendant is going to be at Aquarius. It's T squaring Mercury, the Sun, and Uranus. I say the moments where this lack of patience, all of a sudden it's bubble up. It's just like you want to rebel. You want to just like, I want to get the justice done, and I know the truth now, and I got all this, and it's so on and so on. And all of a sudden the universe says like, wait a minute, you don't know all the messages. Okay? And this is why Mars is gonna be feel like I need to just stop doing what I'm doing. I just need to have this peace, okay? I can't. I need just too much. I don't have a support. I don't got this. I don't got that. Even right now that the intuition, which is the moon, it's coming and joining Mars. That is like the mother joins the sun who is irritated. But now that irritation, since there is no other aspect, that irritations affecting both of them, right? So you have to resolve the conflict within you between the warrior and the intuition archetype within yourself. Do you have anything with your mother? You should check it out. All right, well, in the next hour, this is going to be at 2 o'clock. We're going to see the inner work is going to be squaring Saturn and Neptune, okay? This is like going deep, 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 deep within a deep emotions in the spirit and the soul. What do you have there? Thinking about it, if you were an angel, how would you live your life here? You probably didn't ask that kind of question within yourself. You should. It's very beautiful. Saturn can teach you things inside of yourself. Okay? He's the great instructor. He's going to tell you who can you help and who cannot. Where you can interfere, where not. But he's also going to be teaching you what? To gain your wings. Okay? All right. 3 o'clock. This is gonna be some pretty much a good energy, but something in the material world is not okay. Yes, it has not been okay in the material world for quite a few times. In there, there is nothing has been going on so much. But right now, Uranus is like, I have to step up here to make changes. I'm gonna drive a new ways, but that's gonna be required you to be a friend with others, to have different communications about the material world. You need to make this contract, keep the contracts. And this is what Uranus is going to be doing. you're not doing the right thing, you're not keeping the contracts, then you don't have the friendship at Gemini. And Uranus is like, I'm going to teach you. If you do the work, if you take care of the stuff in the material world, you're going to have a great friends, great communications in there. I'm going to make these changes, but you don't appreciate that. Or I'm going to take everything away from you. You're going to be taking the material stuff. I'm going to be put you in on a different friendships or no friendships at all. And you have to look within you until you realize things. That's how bad Uranus is. Yes, he is. Because right now he's working with what? He's working with Saturn, he's working with Neptune. Saturn is the karmic ruler, which just Saturn says, you don't learn your karma, you're gonna suffer until you do. Alright? 4 o'clock. I was talking about this 4 o'clock, and I'm tired of talking, but I'm gonna be talking. Okay? The inner work is approaching Pluto. Pluto is right now at the first degree, 43 minutes in Aquarius. He's moving ahead. Okay? He wants to show us that our deep transformations have taken it a new way. Okay? Taking it everything into consideration. All right? If you're an Aquarius, you have a moon in Aquarius. Okay? That's personal experience, right? You want to buy something? You research everything, you put all the logic in there, you might even go to the store and see it. And then it's like, well, I don't know, I'm not sure. You go back home and you're like, you know what? You grab your keys, you go back to the store and you buy it. That's Aquarius story. Okay? This is what Pluto right now wants to us. It is about to transform and understand the consequences of our actions so we can have a better performance. We can have a better evolution. We can look at it deep inside of the soul. Why we have not listened to the soul? Why do we listen? What do we listen at? That whatever the society says, whatever the our parents or cultures told us we should be in life, right? Pluto right now, it's coming and he's stirring the pot and he says, you know what? I'm going to put some little bit of truth. I'm going to be putting a little bit innovations. I'm going to put a little bit of luck. I'm going to put a little bit of soul. And I'm going to add the universe. And let me stir the pot. Let's innovate this world. This earth deserves a new way, right? And he changes us. Hi, Jacob. Thank you for saying hi. And as we are going to go through this energies, we have to learn to socialize. But the socializing is going to be what? The ascendant is going to be at Gemini. This is when you learn, the age of 3. You learn how to socialize. You see other like you. They are like your twin, right? And how are you sharing this? How do you look to this? Are you being liking certain person and disliking certain person? That's how it started at the age of 3. Okay, at the daycare. You didn't like that boy that threw the sand over the other people, right? And you like that shy girl that it was there. You wanted to protect her. So here you go. You develop your empath skills. But then all of a sudden you decide to be a bad guy. You decide to be that guy that throws the sand because they're taking your territory of playing. So you choose what? Choose to be the bad guy, right? Gemini, right? Roman Empire? Yeah, the Roman Empire. Separate and control. All right, 6 p.m. This is going to be what the inner work is going to be at the end of Aquarius. Be mindful. There's gonna be some huge triggers in there. It's like I'm impatient. I want all this new world. I want all these new things. I want all that, and I want it now. And then it's like, no, you cannot have it now. Be patient. Okay, be patient. Don't create premature actions. And that is going to be the lessons of this, because Pluto is asking us to have a very good to look our family, our social skill, our understanding about the material self, and our own selves. What is this? Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, and Aries. What do you have on those four zodiac signs? So you can be able to create new things. Creations is at Leo. So right now, Pluto is opposing that energy of Leo. Pluto polarity point is at Leo, at 2 degrees. And guess what a Pluto was at that point of Leo? That was when the Second World War started. So now we evaluating and all that. All right, 7 p.m. This is gonna be the time of looking into the future. Okay, the inner work is gonna be focused within the North Node. That is gonna be this huge trigger to Mars in there, and the divine energies as the Moon. It's gonna be at Sag. She's got 150 degrees with the ascendant that is at Cancer. She goes back and she realizing things about home. How did I did the family things, how the things with the family goes on. And now with that time, we are talking about 7 p.m., you're like, what should I need to do to create a better future? Okay? But don't think like, you know what, I missed this, I missed that. You can blame yourself that in your past, okay, you had opportunity to do better, you had enough chances to do better, you had so many other options, and so on and so on. And now you're finding your life and you're like, hi Stephanie, you're finding your life and you're like, what is this all about? It was never about the past opportunities. It was about you getting ready for these opportunities. So don't misunderstanding this energy, because it's gonna be, playing the mind games from within. All right. Next hour, 8 p.m., this is gonna be a Jupiter at Cancer retrograde together with the ascendant, while the inner work is gonna be at the first degree of Aries. Yes, that what pretty much a lot of the spiritual people are talking. Some of my colleagues, astrologers, they're talking. You may gonna go and search on the YouTube, and it's all about we are in evolutionary process of building our new selves, and that's what this is, right here. Okay, you see that's the inner work in the very first degree of Aries. All these positive synchronizations energies, right? You have two kites, you have everything that it's there, and you know that after you go through this, you are building your new self the way you need for your evolution. So this is gonna be some very good, because that is responding to what? My spirit is okay, my intimacy is okay, and my family is going to be okay. But I'm going to be cooperating with the universe that is in the material world, and I'm going to be cooperating with Pluto, who leads my transformation. How simple is that? Okay? How simple is that? But if you wish staying into the mind, if you're stating of this missing opportunities, if this energy of skipping things in there is going to be what? Very crazy. What is it going to happen at 8 o'clock also is going to be that vortex is going to be there. It's going to be with Mars and the Moon. And he's going to be saying, look into Chiron. Here's the key. Have you healed? Have you understand? Are you ready? Did you pass the test? And all that stuff is gonna comes out, right? Because guess what? Vortex is open doors and closed doors. But for every door it needs a key. And the key is a Chiron. Alright. Alright. 9 o'clock. This is gonna be more relaxing. You figure things out. The inner work is gonna be very close to Chiron. It's trining the Moon. the emotion starts aligning with what you've been going through these processes. It's like, okay, I figured it out and I have to do it. I have to evolve. I need to move in there and so on. And yes, we're going to be evolving, right? Stephanie, these energies are wild. I'm feeling it like it's all coming together. Yes, it's all coming together. We talked about in the spatial report yesterday about this unifications in January. Okay, we're gonna see it, right? But right now, the people wanted the things now, right there. I want to have it, and so on. No, you don't. You're not ready for certain things. You still got processes that goes on. Okay. All right. 10 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be at Leo, realizing this of recreating your higher self. This is probably one of the most highest benefit that you are going to process from within you. I mean, the sun is right now only 9 minutes away from getting out of the tunnel of Scorpio, getting out of the underworld. The true Lilith, it's pulling the sun, is like, come on, I'm the truth. Follow me, right? Are your true self? Hopefully, you did learn a lot of stuff about yourself into this Scorpio season that we had in there. And with that energy of the ascendant trining the moon, the emotions is going to be starting to be very, very calming down. But you're going to feel like, you know what, I cannot express it, things about the new things, because you have to face the fear of what the future may hold. Why you worry about fear of the future? About existence? No, it's because you are taught that whatever you do, it's going to have effect into the future. And you have to think all the time for tomorrow, for tomorrow's day. But you're missing opportunity, what? To do the right things now. And this is what Pluto is asking us. Before you act, look what the consequences of your actions will be. Hi, Legion. Glad to see you here. And at 11 o'clock, the divine is going to comes in and points out at the end of Leo, at the end of the creations, what did you do? Who's going to teach us, though? Pluto and Neptune, right? The depth of the visions, the depth of going with these energies within the universe and feel this beautiful universe in there. That's your home. That's your actually home. The home is not this. It's the home for the body. Okay? Now my soul is at home within my body, right? But to me, home is what? The universe. Because guess what? We are one planet going around the sun. We are a one solar system. It's part of the Milky Way. Milky Way is the part of the whole universe. So where you are in the universe. Okay? But until you're adjusting yourself to this kind of like of energies, it's going to take you some time. Okay? Particularly that you have to fight what? Your lower self, or also known as the ego. Okay? So with the energies that it's going to comes in, Mars, it's still going to be feel like, I'm missing something, I'm getting something. Maybe you want something, you want to buy something, you want to do this and so on and so on. Wait a minute. If something is for you and the universe says it's for you, nobody can take it away. Just do it that way. Because if something is about to somebody else will do it. Okay? All right, guys? So hopefully this report helps you out. I want to say thank you for the clicks, likes, the shares, and the subscribes. And come back tomorrow for another astrogravitational report. Much love to you guys. Good luck to all of us. And would love to hear from you and your comments.